Okay, one of the last, let's do CSS example a little bit more. You can be creative. Okay, now let's say, let's say I want to create something that looks like, not like that. Okay, let's say that's 1 pixel, and one thing that looks like this. And let's say I want, man, how do I use this? I want something that looks like this. Okay, how would I do that using CSS? Okay, so what you do is you figure out how many division you need. Okay, so what we probably want to do is we want to group all of this into, let's say, outer container, and let's call that inner container, and let's group all these into content. Okay, so let's do that example here. Okay, so here I'm going to do division ID equals outer. Let's actually make that a class because maybe I'll use that more than once. Okay, let's just do outer container. So, and within that, I'm gonna use inner container. And then here, I'm also gonna add what's called inner content, right? And this is the one that's going to have a bunch of content. Okay, all right, so now that looks good, right? Okay, so now how would I make that look in the CSS? If I go here, right now, all it looks is, that's how it looks. So here, I will go and say, okay, division outer container. Is that what it was called? Outer container. Okay, what do I need to do? I want you to have a border of 1 pixel that's black, and inside I want you to be red. Okay, so let's say border 1 pixel solid black, and the background color I want you to be red. Okay, and for you, inner container, what background color do I want this to be? I want that to be white, right? And I also want this to have a border, that border, right? So I do that. Okay, so now if I saved it and go and refresh it, that didn't work because I made some error. It wasn't an ID, it was a class, right? So I need to use dot because it was a class. And see, that worked, except outer container doesn't show. So why does it not show? It's probably because I didn't tell this outer layer to have, I need to tell the outer container to be away from the inner container by certain pixel, right? So here, I wonder if I can use padding. Yeah, I think padding is what I need to use. So let's put 3 pixel as a padding before anything gets in. So now there it is. Okay, what if I want to make the inner container have a height of 50 pixel? Okay, I can do that as well. And there it is. Okay, and why don't we have this outer container to have a width of 150 pixel, because I don't want that to look so wide. There it is. Okay, so you can just be creative with CSS to make it however you want. Okay, all right, so a lot of stuff here. This takes a lot of time to learn, but read these tutorials, go to the other sites and find out how they use CSS, and play around with it. But pick a very simple site that you want to create and play around with CSS until you get it. Once you get it, don't be disappointed if it looks totally different in another browser. That's just how you learn. Okay, and some people just specialize in CSS. They do it for months and months and months, and they finally figured it out. So it's going to take some time, but it's a lot of fun. So here, the tutorial is great. So just go through, just learn as much as you can. Okay, all right, have fun, guys.